Hello, everybody. This is Saberwolf, and we have an impromptu restream tonight. We're going to be doing the final pod race of week 4. This is the final 2 people move on to week 5, where the flags get a little harder. But we're still in week 4. We're going to have Flurry 14, Javinator, and Green Monkey for this race today. And so, yeah, let's get to it here. We're going to about a minute and a half before the race begins. And so this, like I said, this is the last grouping of the pod to get through, and after that, we'll have everybody in all 7 pods to be raced. We're looking for the final 14. Those 14 will be in a head-to-head match to see who the final 7 is. And after 7, it goes to 4, from 4 to 2, and then we find our grand champion of the Battle Royale 2022. You have to place first, but you can't place last. This is an eliminator race series, so the top 2, again, move on to the next round. I'm going to put up the 1-minute flag here. So Green Monkey, I will say, has put in a lot of time here for practices, and then I see him streaming all the time, along with Javinator too. Javinator is the one that puts all those crazy kind of flag sets you see on our Twitch channel, so I also want to check that out as well. That's about it. So yeah, without further ado, I think we're gonna go on to the race here. I'm gonna put up the 30-second flag here for them. I'm kind of flying solo here. We got no tracker or anything, so I'm kind of flying solo. Alright. I'm going to give the signal to the racers to good luck, have fun. 10-second flag is up, so next about 10 seconds our racers will be going here. Of course, there is a little bit of a delay, of course, so we have to account for that. So yeah, while we're waiting for the racers to get going, here we go. Green Monkey's off and running like a thundering herd of basset hounds, like I always say. So to start, we have Edgar, Shadow, and Cyan here with a Blitz, Sword Tech, and Jump. Those are very, very good flag sets to start with, or at least not flag sets, but abilities to start with here. So yeah, that is actually pretty amazing. So we're going to have Green Monkey currently going to the Narsh to do some looting here. Flurry is, Javinator is going to do the Shadow Check really quick. And Flurry looks like he's going to do some pillaging of Figaro, which is the most plentiful check there is. There we go. Okay. Got everything sorted out here now on my end. Sorry about that. So this is kind of an impromptu race. I'm just going to be following along with these, try to point out some things as we go along. So yeah. But yeah, Blitz, Jump, and Sword Tech, that's amazing for abilities to start with here, I will say. I didn't see the Shadow Check. I'm sure Green Monkey might be going there next. Nope, gonna go to Returners first. Just doing the looting, usual looting. Oh, so two checks for Javinator there. Got the second Magicite there as well. I will try to follow along here as best as I can. I have to keep tabbing on and off OBS to keep track here, but yeah. Looks like Fleur is doing some early fights here in the Figaro basement. Looks like Javinator is going to get into the flow of the... That's because I'm clicking around. It should be smoothed out now. Phoenix, sorry about that. There we go. Looks like Green Monkey is going to try to get some items in the shop here just to sell some stuff. Not much for money. There goes the Punisher. Oh, Atlas Armlet. So we're trying to up the damage deal here because we have a lot of physical dealing of damage here. So, whew. Looks like Shadow's got a sniper equipped on them for Flurry. Hey Phoenix, is it still laggy or is it good? Golden Hairpin, that's going to be really good for spellcasting when we get a spellcaster. Right now we only have physical damage for abilities and stuff, so no real need of it until we get some magic going on here. Hyperburst is big for this physical damage output. Yeah, to prevent the lagginess, I'm going to not do the tracking part, because every time I click off the OBS to track, it's going to do that, so yeah. So I'm just going to straight up commentate, so... But this is the race I was looking forward to this week, because any of these three can move on to the final showdown for week 5. But week 5 is going to have a different flag set as well, so ran it once. It's very easy early game. Then it gets more challenging later game with the level being a 3 instead of 2.5 like it is now. So yeah, a lot of self-figure castle checks with Edgar in the party. Flurry's going to do his free check, which is an Esper on the throne. I did miss Shadow's check there from Javinator. I believe that was an Esper. I'm not sure, but... Also say in with the free check as well when you want to do Mount Zozo here. But Javinator is going to loot South Figaro, World of Ruin. Of course, with Edgar in the party, that's going to discount all the items, so that's going to be good. Dragon horns for sale. That's good. And we do have a natural jumper in the party, so that dragon horn is going to be very good to have. We actually have 2 natural jumpers in the party. Edgar can uses a lot of spears, which does increase damage on the jump. Green Monkey sees the dragon horn and an Atlas armlet in there, so definitely going to have to plan that for later, and especially being in South Figaro, that's going to discount those dragon horns quite a bit. So it's going to allow the jumper in the party there to really get going for some early damage. Red caps and Magus hats. Wow, okay. I will say I rolled the seed. I did roll the seed, so I will take the blame for the item shops to being ridiculous right now. I guess I blessed them. Atmo weapon in the basement? Okay. I guess I rolled them a good seed. Oh, selling the Aegis shields for everybody's favorite this week, Super Balls. Yes, Zelfra, I'll roll all the seeds just for you. Yeah, it does go all the way. Yeah, Green Monkey has a green menu box in the background, which is really messing with my VLC. And Flurry has a same color green border around their window on their restream. So yeah, they've got a lot of neon action here, and plus Javinator with the bright pink going on here too. So. Very spring-like colors for this time of year. Yeah, the crazy thing about this this roll is that we have 3 free checks. Again, we have shadows. We have Shadow at the Crazy House there. We have the Cyan with the Mount Zozo check, and we have the Edgar with the throne. So, well, you can't say no offense seed because we do have sword tech. We do have jump with the Dragonhorn available, and and that's flare and X zone. I mean, the spells are decent. So yeah. Yeah, this looks like Flurry is going to do a leader check here. It's probably one of the fastest checks of all of them on here that I actually fight a boss with. It is not a character. Thought we'd take some extra fights. Oh, it's Doom! It is the mascot of the seed. I do not think Flurry is going to take this fight, though. That's a big nope. As Javiner also takes an early dragon. That's Gold Dragon on stage at the Opera House. So I'll get some big levels and some learning of these spells, because he does have a couple of Espers right now. Yeah, I agree, Seto. It's not a bad idea with Super Bowls. Yep, Karakzor. Yeah, I will agree with that. It'll definitely pay off. As Flurry does a second reset here. Yeah, this is a full-fledged race, so it's either go big or go home. As Flurry's going to do the this looks like he's going to do the check in the Cave in the Veldet, which is Shadow's other check, or one of his other checks. We also got Floating Continent. We also got a lot of long checks here. We get Edgar with the castle, with the Thief's Castle, and Ancient Castle series. We got Shadow with the Floating Continent, which is a triple up series. And we also got Cyan's triple up series as well with the Dream. Part of me kind of wants to do like a go to the Dream as Cyan, try to see what the first boss is, and go from there. And use the magic armor for our offense to try to get some levels. As it looks like Flurry is going to get an Esper there. Once again, everybody, I am not going to do tracking on this. It is lagging out the stream a little bit. So I am not going to keep going back and forth to the tracker to this, unfortunately. So Green Monkey is doing the other free check. Also possible dragon fight here for Green Monkey as well. Try to get some levels as Javinator did. Javinator is in the same spot with the Mount Zozo. Could do a second dragon here, but I doubt it. Ooh, Three Stoogers again. Three Stoogers coming up here. That's a second rough boss fight there for Flurry. I am pulling, yes, triple duty today, Seto. I would not mind the help. I am in the restream chat if you want to jump in. It was just kind of impromptu. My D&D session was canceled at 7 o'clock, so I saw they were going to do a race. This is the final race of the week 4. So I said, hey, I'll restream for you. And they're like, okay, so we're doing it. Yep, so Javinator is doing the second dragon fight there, so that's going to be 2 dragons for Javinator getting up those levels, but that is in Atomic Ray. Once again, the dragons and bosses are plus 10 right now, so it's going to be this fight's going to be a little tough. Maybe Edgar can pull one off with the, no, I think that fire skin's going to knock, oh, no, he's healing. He has a fire shield or something, so he is healing himself. Maybe the red jacket, I believe I saw that earlier. That's a double big hit for Super Balls. Edgar is going to be powered up here for them. As Green Monkey's doing the exact same thing, but this is his first dragon. That's a kapow for them. Magus Rod. So, upping the magic power, which we don't really have a caster right now. But hopefully our 4th character will be a good caster here. Yeah, save the voice here, save the voice. This is usually my game night for D&D. So I just figured I'd go do this anyways, because it'll actually be shorter than my D&D sessions, if anything. Flurry's having a tough go of it. That's Realm! We have our caster for that Magus Rod we just got from the dragon, as we got simultaneous Realm action here. And that is going to be a reset for Flurry, unfortunately. Sorry, I am going to mark Realm here for our runners here. Just so we're aware of what we have for characters. I'll even mark the couple dragons we got out of that, too. Flurry's going to look to get some levels here as Realm. I didn't see what our skills were. But whatever it is, she's just going to be casting magic anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, Javinator doing the aggressive routing here, getting all the free checks and picking up some dragons in between. Picked up the dragon at the Opera House, going into dragon at Zozo, which was nearby. Now going into Dream, which is a triple check, so we could get 2 Espers and a character out of this. Putting him at 5 characters. I think I have about 4 or 5 Espers. Again, I'm not going to keep track of Espers. I will keep track of characters, though, so we're aware of what characters they have. Thank you, Nightbot. Appreciate that. See what kind of a boss fight we have here. Of course, Javinator now having 4 characters in the party. Once again, the doors, now we have to do 2. We have to grab 2 of the Stooges there floating around. It is left, up, right as the combination there. left, up, right, up, and then the top door again. Whoops. There we go. Flurry doing some grinding of some levels here, getting the flare, getting the Exxon. Exxon will be good against the Stooges, actually. And that is an early Guardian in the Dream here, so that's kind of rough. I might have rolled the randomized some great abilities and some great characters for this randomizer, but I definitely didn't roll the bosses very nicely for our racers early game. As we've already seen Doom, Guardian, and the Three Stooges here, as Green Monkey is going to be going into the Ozer's house. I'll get a little bit more extra levels, get a couple of fights there as we, before he gets to the next boss, for his actually first boss fight. Oh, that's a run with throw, actually. So if we get some fire skins and stuff, fire skin, water skin, or bolt skins on her, that would actually be pretty strong. I don't know. Can you suplex Guardian? Hey, suplex Guardian. I'll count that as a suplex train. Wow, so we got a sword proc coming off Edgar here on Guardian with the flare. That's nice, with an immediate evade. So we got some Ragnaroks in our pockets. I rolled a great seed all, so if you want a seed roll, let me know. I'll jump on and roll your seeds, okay? Because I will provide, apparently. No guarantees, no cashback, no returns. Because we got Ragnaroks, we got Atma weapons, we have a jumper, a sword tech person, a blitz person, we got Realm as a first character. Woo! We also got Cyan's Dream, so we're actually going to be able to get all of our 8 sword techs here. So Javinator actually going to the Dream early is going to give Edgar the ability to have all of his sword techs, all the way up to 8. So that'll definitely help with game, with Shadow with the jumping. Cyan, I guess, might be the slight weak side because I believe Bum Rush is a magic ability, and he's more vigor-based, so I don't think his magic power is probably going to be up that high enough for it. 3 straight flare procs. Now, didn't get the 4th, though. 3 times the charm, not 4 times the charm. This is really rough and slow, though. Trying to get through this Guardian fight. Kind of stuck in it because we're kind of deep inside of Cyan's mind here. Do have life 2 on the table, so if somebody does go down, we'll be able to bring them up immediately. Oh no, it's Atomic Ray. That might not be good. Edgar will be fine. 600 damage to the rest of the party, and Edgar once again is the only one getting any experience out of this. And that's a Welk fight here for the boss at the Ozer's Mansion as Flurry tries to do his second go-round with the Three Stooges. Does have Exxon available, so we can instantly kill Larry Mo here. I forget which one. Oh, he doesn't have the MP for it. Ruh-roh. Do we have any ether to refill it? No ether to refill that. So we have the tool, but not able to use it. And that's a down Welk. As we do have a soldier, so we have maybe 2 Espers here. I didn't see what the reward was on that first boss there for Javinator. I'm doing the best I can. I am pulling triple duty here, guys. And I do not have the new computer yet. Once I get the new computer, I will be able to jump around and do some stuff. So that's a dead check for Green Monkey. That was another Magus Rod. Rough. And once again, since we're going up near the auction house here, I want to remind everybody that the auction house is a penalty. So you get a 10 level penalty to final Kefka if you win. 10 level penalty if you win a item from there for Tech Kefka. And there's also a 10 level penalty to bosses or Kefka, I believe, on the Thief and Tizen. So there's no shortcutting this. Woohoo! Tonic in the secret chest inside Strago's house. Yes. That's what everybody wants to see in the secret chest. But Flurry does have some more looting here that they can do. So this Dasma is a good place for that. We do find some water edges for Green Monkey. So that's going to be good for Realm. I believe that procs off the magic power for Realm. We are going to get a quick save here. We're going to have to use a tent with the entire party down after that rough fight there. That was rough. Don't have a second. Oh, Golden Hairpin would be nice for Realm. She's going to be casting all those spells as the Experience Egg doing Bang Busters for Edgar. Level 24, double the level of the rest of the party right now. As Green Monkey's going to do Floating Continent check. That is the other triple check that I mentioned before. That's available to the racers here. A lot of big checks for everybody as well. We find Ultros number 3, sorry. This is the Ultros for Realm. We still got Super Balls available, apparently. For Javanair, we're going to get rid of the rest of them. That's 2,300 damage on a hit from Edgar. My goodness. We are definitely rocking out that damage. By the way, if you want to follow our runners for their Twitch channels, it is LQ Flurry 14, Javanator, that's a 0 for the O in Javanator, and Green Monkey FF. You want to follow those people on Twitch. And of course, I am Saberwolf Gaming, 2 M's in gaming. Rocking, yeah. So that water skin on Green Monkey screen, 4,000 damage coming out of that realm. Does proc off that magic power, so throw off realm is very, very nice. Cyan's kind of the weakest leak. It's really hard to say that because he does have Blitz, but yeah, Thick Octopus. Well, he does have a lot of levels right now, but Edgar with 24 levels right now, maybe even 25 now. Now getting they're getting Manduin Esper. We're also getting all the sword techs for Edgar as well, so that's going to give us cleave. So Edgar very strong right now for Javanator, as we're going to find an Esper and another Esper, double Espers, maybe even triple Espers there, depending on what the first that first boss after Guardian was. We got some Fire 3 action. Nothing there. Meteor on that one. Quake and Mute. So we do have Mute for Magic when we get to the Kefka Tier 4. Floating in the Sky is Dataluma on Green Monkey screen, lower left here. That's going to be the first boss as we get into the Floating Island. Flurry is in the... it's going to be doing Cyan's Dream as well. So we already know what that series is, so we'll double check what that Guardian was after the fact here. As Javanator is doing the Culligan check. Oh, he's actually shopping. Culligan's got some decent items. I see a lot of people going to Culligan because the item shop's all in one spot. Oathveil would have been nice for a little bit of magic. Enhancer's good for magic power, but we already got some Magus Rods, so we don't need that. And we got Frazier and Niles Crane here. That was taught to me last night. So Frazier on the left is the fire, and Niles on the right is the lightning. Both of them weak to water, so that was pretty good. So I think if we're going to find another person, as we find bolt edges for Javanator for the realms, we do have our water and electric, as that was a quick fight for Green Monkey going onto the Green Continent. Here's our Guardian fight for Flurry. And we'll see what Javinator does next here. We're kind of doing some resets. We're going to put the experience egg. I think Edgar's fat enough as it is. That is a first check Esper for Green Monkey on the floating continent. It is Shout. Didn't see, put it so fast, I didn't see what it was. I saw a bunch of black magic spells, though, so it must be good. And Javinator's going to go to a floating continent, so we're going to have another grouping of checks here. Once Flurry is going to get through the Guardian check, I will update the tracker here for everybody, just so I see what it is. That way we know what we're expecting now with Javinator going to get the Esper when he gets to the bottom of Floating Continent. Green One's going to take a while to get through Floating Continent. There will be a little bit of a lag once we get through the Guardian fight here in Flurry. Flurry still only has 3 characters, though. Did not pick up that realm from the Mount Zozo check. That was a free check that Flurry could have done, but so he is missing the realm right now. Pretty much the same fight as we saw on Javinator's screen for the Guardians, just slowing everybody down. Shadow casting Flare. Edgar also using the Excalibur Sword for Flurry. As we're going to continue to slow them down, but we have Haste Boots, it looks like, on Edgar and Shadow. This is going to be a bit of a long fight here. Only dealing about 500 damage a round, so it's going to be a bit. Alright, so Flurry currently has 3 characters and 2 Espers right now. Let's see. Javinator currently has 4 characters and 5 Espers right now. And Green Monkey currently has the 4 characters and only 1 Esper right now. That's a Vargas there on the Atma check there, so not too bad of a boss. Actually, that's an instant winnable because of the pummel out of Cyan's Blitz there. And that's another Magicite. So that's going to be 2 Magicites for Green Monkey. And that'll be, so that means Javinator is going to be sitting on 7 Espers after he gets through the first 2 parts of the floating house. So that won't be too bad. Yeah, Javinator's pathing has been amazing in this seed. That's for darn sure. Edgar doing so much damage right now with all those sword techs. As Flurry does finally get through that Guardian in the dream. So we'll be able to figure out what that was, because we did miss that. A lot of magic power there off that, too, as well as level 4 flare. We do have a Magicite. So that's awesome. So we do have a Magicite. And that is a... what is that? Still Life. Wow, that's a random encounter you don't see very often in the Worlds Collide. That is actually the first painting, I believe, in the Ozer's house. So that's a monster you don't see very often. Hey, so looks like the other race ended. So how did that race go there, Ficta? Edgar is just doing so much damage right now. Oh, Fire Dance for Javanair, electing to go Fire Dance instead of Pummel. Pummel actually would have ended the fight immediately. It was really close. So it doesn't infect him moving on? Wow. Thank you, Jones, for updating it. I appreciate it. I can restream, but I cannot update the title, unfortunately. As we now see that Doom fight again, that was the first counter that we had on Flurry screen. That one was a definite immediate death from everybody, fortunately. So looks like Green Monkey is throwing the water shuriken into that. Uh-oh, we got some freezing action going on. Who's frozen? Only Cyan's going to be frozen off that. Once again, the tracking is not going to be up to date. I am doing the tracking progressively as we go along. So bear with me with that. So it doesn't infect and move on. Wow. Good job and tough luck there as Zenobian. Better luck next time, buddy. This is our final race in the pod for the pods for the 2022 Battle Royale, the Eliminator series that we are experiencing. This is the Doom pod bracket that we are showing here on the FF6 Worlds Collide stream. It was a last minute thing. I'm glad I could do it for you all. Did not see the last check from Javanator here, so this could be a triple Esper floating island. First and second parts were Espers. Ooh, those are ninjas. You don't want to deal with those ninjas. Phoenix Esper coming off that Doom check on the the leader check, which was Doom. Pearl, Bio, some decent spells in Meteor, Haste 2 on the Phoenix with Remedy. Thank you, Nightbot. Javanair slightly forgetting which part was the breakaway point there for a split second. Of course, if you walk through that small section right there where that staircase was, and that's a goddess at the end of Floating Island, holy smokes. So I might have rolled some great abilities and items for these guys, but I definitely rolled some tough bosses with Doom, Goddess, and Guardian here. So maybe you don't want me to roll you guys' seeds. I don't know. Free Enhancer there out of Flurry. That's a Thief Knife. That's not the knife you want to see. As Javanair having some difficulties in this fight. Oh, Rome is the only one up. We do have Life 2 available. I believe that is on Edgar. Try to get people back up. Green Monkey currently going through the Dream. That will be a couple of Espers out of that as well. Along with the sword techs for Edgar. Because Edgar does have sword tech ability. Oof. Everybody down except for the Murder Child here. As there's that Guardian fight I mentioned before on Green Monkey screen. So we do have definitely some difficult bosses early game. Oh boy. We are deep on the island right now, so we kind of got to finish this fight out, unfortunately. As Flurry finally finds their realm. Sitting, writing notes across all over the side of the world here. Yeah, if you didn't know, Ficta does play the piano. which is kind of cool. I'm a percussionist personally, so banging on drums doesn't really transfer very well on the internet. By the way, so our starters were, for those of us just joining us, this is the Doom pod for the 2022 Battle Royale. Our starting group was Edgar with Sword Tech, Shadow with Jump, Cyan with Blitz, and our first character pickup for the gating was Realm. Once again, this is the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. This is the randomizer for Final Fantasy VI or 3, depending on when you join the action, as Javiner finally takes out Goddess to get off this dang island. So all the checks and everything are more gated by characters. You pretty much go into the characters where you first meet them, or their major scene, and their major scene, or the major scene that they have during the original game. So you do have those things you're pretty much looking for. As a merchant, so it's not a character at the end of the floating continent. There's another Magicite. So that's a triple Magicite floating island. That's amazing. Which I think kind of puts close to... That's going to put Javinair very close. Let's see, let's do an update on Espers. We have 4 characters and... so we got 4 characters and 5 Espers, I believe. Yep, 5 Espers for Flurry. Sorry, there's going to be a little bit of lag for just a second. Javinator has 4 characters and 8 Espers now. And we have Green Monkey currently with 4 characters and 7 Espers right now. So not too shabby with that. That's a dragon down for Flurry there. I believe that's their first dragon that they have gotten. Well, that's what we had the other night with our last race was a Kefka at Narsh Seed, so that is looking that direction. Although we haven't seen Realm's mountain check, I believe. So we'll see what happens with Javinator on this one, as it's lock. So no, it is not a Kefka Narsh Seed. It is actually a Realm gated seed with the Esper Island. So that's going to be a lock. That's going to give us the weapon shop in Phoenix Cave. And Inferno, I am amazing for rolling the seed with these bosses. Okay, everybody? We have Goddess, we have Doom, we have Guardian, and we have Inferno. The only one we're missing is the Spicy Chicken from Final Kefka right now. Oh, and Twilight Atma. We haven't seen Twilight Atma yet. So we have seen almost all the bosses from Final Kefka right now. Flurry's going to go back into this Doom fight. This was the first check that any of our runners did. Was immediately annihilated by Doom, who is the mascot of this pod. So let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. As Green Monkey finishes off the dream with another Esper on the throne. So that's Esper actually number 8 for them. Javinator going for character number 5. So we're going to look for Phoenix Cave for a possible 6th character, or Kefka at Narsh. So we still got Kefka at Narsh. So Zelfer, your dreams could come true still. You guys are actually cheering for Inferno? Well, too bad. Inferno goes down. Edgar has been ridiculous for Javinator right now. He's got all the sword techs, had experience egg, had double the levels of the rest of the party, was the only survivor for a dragon, and I believe a major boss fight. That is a morph natural magic for Locke. So that's Cyan out like I thought it would be. He can equip the Ragnarok, so that's going to be good abilities and stats for them. We're going to do a quick warp out here. We have 5 warp stones, so that's going to be not too bad. I wonder what their natural spells is on Locke here, as Javinator are going to do a pit stop here at Phasma. They have not checked this town yet. So I'm going to do a little bit of relic shopping here. Got more earrings available. Gauntlet, which is would be good for Shadow jumping, so it's going to increase Shadow's damage on his natural jump ability. Oh no, we're going to put the Gauntlet on Locke apparently. He's just going to be swinging the Ragnarok. So just flat damage here. Still a character, still an Esper short though for Javinator. As Green Monkey is going to check a chest, which is going to be aloe vera, which you put the Revivify on the aloe vera. This is an Esper for Green Monkey, actually, so Green Monkey is going to get Esper number 8 off this. Maybe even 9 off this, actually. Hold on. This is actually going to be Esper number 9 for Green Monkey. As Javinator has character number 5 as well, so we're going to try to update this as best we can. Still a close race. Still anybody's race here. As we have Cyan and Realm, unfortunately, just unthawing now for Flurry. That is a dead check on Javinator. Gem Box is tempting, but we're going to go for the Behemoth suit for Realm. Or actually, okay, never mind. We're going to go and put that one on Locke, apparently. Since Locke was kind of naked. Not even bother the Paddle and the Shield. Paddle and the Shield, probably not worth it this late, because we're not going to get enough fights for it. Well, it could be Kefka and Narsh. It could be... Okay, so Javinator is going to do Cave in the Valdette, which we know is an Esper, not a character. So it will be Esper number 9 for them. As Green Monkey actually finishes that fight, which we know is also going to be the Three Stooges. It is a Starlit Esper. So Green Monkey is up by 1 Esper, but is down by 1 character. We do need 6 characters to unlock Kefka at 6 characters and 9 Espers. There is a shortcut in effect. It is 9 characters or 12 Espers. However, you still need the base 6 characters, 9 Espers to get before you get the unlock. As Flurry is going to pick up their lock here. But unfortunately, is going to find out that's going to be an Inferno. They're going to have to fight here, as Javinator is going to go into the Three Stooges fight. A Green Monkey just finished. Thunder Shields for sale in the armor shop there after Javinator gets out of this in the World of Ruin Phasma. That'll be good for some Bolt 2 action and some breakage. So yeah, the dream is still alive for Kefka Narsh character number 6. We still have Phoenix Cave, however, which I'm sure is a little bit better since it's kind of a free check. Could get another dragon out of it to get some a little more levels action going on. Javanair using that true edge to automatically kill one of the Stoogers there, but unfortunately failed. Green Monkey going to do the realm checks now. Green Monkey is going to get their 5th character, which is going to be Locke. Not even bothering with the chess. Taking a pause there just to make sure that it is a character. So they'll be going into this Inferno fight while Flurry just finishes the Inferno fight. So everybody's starting to come together now with their checks here. Javanair still with a slight lead, I would say. Or actually, Green Monkey with a slight lead, actually, since they are up in Esper. Electing to not go with Locke, electing to keep Cyan in the party, who has the Blitz. How you doing, Gerald? Oh, don't want to see Realm go down here. Oh, Realm is about to go down in this. Yep. Oh, half party wipe there. Oh, Flurry doing the free check from Shadow now. Guess he didn't get that early game. So this might be a quick catch-up for Flurry here and some Espers. As, ooh, Green Monkey having a tough go over this fight. Good heal off that with the use of Empowerer. Oh, we're going to blow one of these shields possibly. Or just equipping it. Plenty of spells. We have all three fire, ice, and bolt there for Realm. But trying to stabilize here on the party, try to get some levels and magic off this Inferno fight. Try to learn some things. Oh man, that's a lot of damage coming out from that Sobat. Javanair now going for the Edgar checks now. Is going to do the thieves at Figaro. As Green Monkey getting through that Inferno. So once Javanair sees this check, I'll update the board here. That's a Celeste. That's a my girl. Celeste's character number 6. That's what we're looking for. So Edgar was already in the party to start with. So not looking at Kefka and R. Sorry to spoil the dream, Zelfer. It was Edgar's checks all along. So we'll take a moment to update the boards here. As Flurry doing the same thing here, getting that check on Celeste. So we'll update this to 6 characters and 7 Espers eventually for Flurry here. We have Javanair. This will be character number 6 and Esper 9. So they'll be on the hill for Final Kefka under 1 minute. Pretty amazing stuff out of Javanair. And we have Green Monkey, who's currently at 4 characters still, 9 Esper still. As the Vines check in the figure chaos is going to be Infer and Shiva. Should be a pretty easy fight. Kapow, yeah, that was quick. Flurry with 6 characters, with 7 Espers, 6 characters after this check here. Green Monkey also at... Oh, no, they're doing actually the Tunnel Drill, which is going to be Ultros number 1. So, very easy fight for them. As Javanair unlocks Kefka Tower for 53 minutes into the race. Not bad. Javanair, it looks like it's going to do a little bit of final shopping with the Edgar's discount. Double check. Going to grab, it looks like a couple more Super Balls here. Possibly as Flurry gets through their Infert Shiva fight. Green Monkey is going to flip over to that check now. So a little bit behind. Going to get the, going to go for that. I'm sorry, no, they're at Narsh. I'm sorry. So they're going to go check the weapon shop, which unfortunately is a dead check. But he doesn't know that, but he has 9 Espers anyways. Not sure why he's doing this. He already has 9 Espers, unless he's trying to go for a shortcut here. No, Green Monkey is not in go mode. He only has 4 characters right now. Does not have lock to get to Celeste. Doesn't have lock or Celeste right now. Oh, he found Strago. Oh, hello, I missed that. Sorry. Like I said, I'm flying solo here, so I thank the chat for keeping me honest here. There it goes. So Javanair going to Kefka's tower at 55, call it 55, 20. I appreciate it, guys. I am putting my drumming skills to use with the multitasking and all. Green Monkey taking their second dragon fight here, get some levels. So final levels action here. I believe they still need another character though. Yep, they're only at 5 characters right now. Flurry currently has 6 characters, 7 Espers. So they're electing to go to Ancient Castle to try to get an Esper here. As we see Kefka. Kefka guarding his own tower, apparently? Sure. Kefka pulling double duty in his tower and his former self here. So the tracking is up to date for everybody. Flurry needs 2 more Espers for Go mode. Green Monkey needs 1 more character for Go mode. Celeste and Locke are available to get right now if he can find those 2 places. Javanair is working their way through Kefka's tower, so I will switch over to their audio right now. So give me 1 minute. Since we're going to have the final boss music there for us. It does lag a little bit each time I do this, so that's why I'm trying to prevent myself from doing as much as possible. Exciting race. I knew this was going to be close going into this week when I saw these 3 racers. That's a dead check Minerva, but Celeste is a natural Minerva user. So yeah. So it'd be good for them as, well, it looks like Shadow's got a Minerva on too. Also, if you want this action for yourself, you want to play through this randomizer as Green Monkey finally finding their last character there. Did get the lock there, so 57-55 for Green Monkey for the tower, for getting into the tower. But like I said, if you want to do this, run these seeds for yourself, head over to www.ff6wc.com, the randomizer for Final Fantasy VI, and also join us on our Discord as well for all the latest news and information on when these races happen. Flurry is getting a dragon fight in to boost the levels just a little bit more. Looks like Celeste is going to be the Excalibur smashing face character, just like Edgar is. That's another behemoth suit. Not bad, but a little helpful. So where Javanair has Locke swinging the sword, Flurry is going to have Celeste swinging their sword. For Green Monkey, we're going to have Grandpa paired with his granddaughter Realm for a duo. Sorry. Looks like we have Cyan and Edgar together as well for Green Monkey, same as Javinator. Flurry, unfortunately, still not in go mode yet. Still down, I believe, 2 Espers. Yep, on their tracker, on their stream, they are still down the 2 Espers. But anything can happen. But we do have 1 statue left. It is the spicy chicken. So we do have a possible statue that can give a little bit of trouble. We also haven't seen Magimaster yet. So there's still a chance for Flurry to get back into this. Yeah, the Castle Duo. I'm guessing in the lore, post Final Fantasy VI, I'm guessing Cyan became the king of Doma, maybe? After they cleaned out all the cobwebs of all the demons and stuff. But this is going to be a boss fight, guardian fight. It's Piranha, so a little time taking, but not exactly a dangerous thing here. What the? Did that Piranha just deal 2,000 damage to Edgar? Or did I see things? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend the piranhas from eating Edgar's face there. I mean... Man, took up a little bit of time to find the Razapraz. Trying to get through these piranhas fast puzzle. There it is. Flurry is still... Flurry's now doing the... I believe this is the Thieves check from South Figaro. Nope, he's doing the tunnel armor. As Javinator finally survives the fishes. That is the most vicious fish fight I have ever seen. Hey, welcome to your first time ever there, Gabe Outtoucher. How you doing? Once again, this is the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide Battle Royale 2022. Last, if you don't have to finish first, but you can't finish last, as Javinator does get the extra chest there for Rexol. So we do have some difficult bosses here. Still the difficult bosses coming up here. As we get another Flare Brock out of Edgar again. There's no stopping Edgar's, Javinator's Edgar this run. Flurry right now racking their brain is trying to find where the Espers are right now. As Javinator gets through that first statue fight. I didn't miss the switch times though, unfortunately. Oh, I haven't got switches yet. Never mind. I haven't gotten there yet. We're just doing statues right now. Flurry is actually doing Locke's weapon shop check. Once again, that is a dead check, so is not going to find Esper there either. It's all about fortunately, it's all about the randomizer and choices you make, either good or bad. And fortunately, Flurry's picking the wrong cards out of the deck right now. That is one switch for Javinator. Green Monkey still climbing up the hill to get to the statues here. Yes, it can relate. Yeah, I know. You had a tough go of it too, as the statue this time is going to be Ultros number 4. No XP out of this, unfortunately. Oh, that is a lore with Grand Train on Celeste. That's my girl. Yes. Quad 9 hit out of Locke with the Gauntlet Excalibur combination. So that is definitely, possibly, no, I guess he didn't die off that, but we are definitely going to have a Shoopon coming on the screen. Flurry's actually going to do a Tri-Touch check here to try to get an Esper out of this. Do a quick update, see if they got a 8th Esper. Nope, still have 7 characters now, actually. Did find Celeste, and we don't have 8 Espers yet, unfortunately. Javanator coming up on their final statue check as Flurry is going to fight Doulahan here. Let's see if Green Monkey's face is going to get eaten up by the piranhas. We have tunnel armor, so not too bad. We do have some Bolt 3 available. Bolt Edges, that works too. Yes, there is Mute, Yafe. There's Mute. We have Exxon, Cleave, Raiden. So we got plenty of that action. Have not seen Gollum. Have not seen my pal Fenrir. So calmness is a little bit of an issue. I don't think I've seen Life 3 either. So calmness is an issue. However, we do have some great backup characters between Locke and Cyan with the Blitz, and Shadow with Jump, Edgar with just smashing face right now, Celeste with Lore, and Realm with just her magic ability in general. So we do have some good backup characters just in case one goes down as Green Monkey. Much easier time on the Rizzo Pass, as Flurry's still trying to find the Espers that they need to get to Kefka's Tower. Javanator doing the last final check here of items. Going to put the golden hairpin back on the Realm. Make sure she has plenty of magic power. Yep, do not see either of those Collins protections on the switches at 106.12. So at 106.12, that was almost an 11-minute tower ride for Javanator. Flurry actually doing the dungeon check for Celeste here. This is going to be amazing if it's like Terror or Mog. This would be rough. It's Go-Go, even worse. And is going to pick up the Go-Go. Well, I mean, this could be a good thing out of them, because that means they could get the shortcut to try to catch up here. So, not out of it yet. If you can get the character number 9. Once again, we still have... No, I guess they already got that one. So, yeah. So, I don't know. So that's the instant death on Long Arm here for Javanator. We got the Cleave going on. Want to take out the head next. We have Fire 3, Ice 3, and Bolt 3. We have all the 3 action going on. So Realm is the murder child that she's prepared to be for this seed. Like I said, the only thing we don't have is the Commas Protection right now. Nice block on Dread by Realm there. We do have Dragonhorn. We got Dragonhorn early. We had Sword Tech early for Javanator. So yeah, I mean, just an incredible run there for Javanator. I didn't see much for heals actually either. I don't see much for heal action. Cyan has the mantra. This looks like just plain cure. So we do have also have a healing issue as well for this race. As looks like Green Monkey also hit the switches there at around I'm going to call it 108 even. So also around 11-minute tower ride for them as well. Flurry's going to be doing the Phoenix check. We haven't seen this one yet. As Javanair finishes Kefka 1 here at 108.55. This is a very fast seed, guys. This is might be one of the fastest seeds of the competition here. I know I rolled a week 3/4 seed, so So on this stage on Kefka 2 here, we wanted to mute the back guy there. That's Magic, which is the fellow facing away. We do have Cleave or X Zone for a machine. That's that area where the eye of the machine and that person leaning up against the vine is. That's going to be an instant kill for them, which we just got. Ice 3 for the Tiger Cat guy there at the bottom, or girl. They're susceptible to that. And then last but not least is going to be Blue. We kill Blue next, which will give us the 10 hits. So Zone Seek to protect against the 10 hits there. That's interesting. Pick up a little bit more defense to guard against that. And then last but not least, since the only one left is a muted Magic, we can just kind of reset on our health here before we move on to the final, to stage 3. Edgar doing the best healing they can. They can self-heal with that Empower, which is the sword attack, which you throw the dragon out there and drains the HP. Meanwhile, Flurry is doing the Phoenix check, and it is not a character. Could get an Esper out of this. It's a dead check? Oh my goodness. Wow. This is just frustrating. Well, Shadow can equip the Lumina. He is the jumper, so I guess we get a little bit of damage out of that. And some stats. Not necessarily Calmness Protection, but I guess that works. Going to Opera House Celeste check now. To, fortunately, maybe sing away the blues here. Edgar's still dishing out serious damage here. Over 17,000 damage off that Quadra-Slice. Green Monkey is now on the switches at 111.50. 111.50 for Green Monkey here. Well, I believe dead checks do not advance the levels of this. So that's fine. It's just characters, Espers, and I think dragons that only advance it. So I don't think the dead checks advance it. Getting his aggression out here, casting Fire 3 on the Robits as Javanair to finish this K2 at 112.35. So 2 stages ahead of Green Monkey here. About a minute ahead there on getting to K3 here. So K3, we have the girl floating there in the back with Sleep in the front, kind of laying back, looks like Kefka. Girl has 9,999 HP. It is immune or absorbs all kinds of elemental damage. Wild Wind is probably one of the worst ones you want to see. It doesn't kill your party, but does knock them pretty low when it does hit. But 2 hits out of lock, and Edgar should take out the girl. So all we're left with Sleep. Now, Sleep's a bit of a dance. The more damage you deal to Sleep, the more aggravated he gets, the more damaging spells they cast. Particularly Meteor, which is a magic defensive ignoring AoE spell attack against your whole entire party. So you want to kill him fast, and you want to adjust for his death, because added when he dies, he casts Calmness, which is a physical damaging attack, which automatically kills your party member. Evade and Golem and Fenrir are the best ways to try to get around that. Shadow is naturally just gifted to try to get around that, also having Interceptor available. We'll see what Flurry has on the end of this check. As it is Poom Bubba. That's a lot of health to get through, so it'll take a minute through this. Woo! Get the calmness miss on lock. So moving on with that from the Excalibur. Thank goodness. And we got final Kefka. Jav is not using Morph. Well, you know, it does take a... You know, it could use it. I believe Lock has Morph. So there will definitely be a lot of extra damage here. But that is going to be K3 there for Javinator around 114.30. Same with... Sorry, yeah, 113.30. 114.30. And green about the same time there for K2. Oh, he hasn't done K2 yet. So final Kefka here, it's all about a math game. You want to deal a certain amount of damage to them. Particularly you want to spike them when the screen starts shaking. Because when the screen starts shaking, Kefka cannot counter you with Havoc, Wing, or anything. He's pretty much in a power-up state in order to cast that Goner ability. So now we're in that shaking state. We're going to try to throw everything we can out of it, including Excaliburs, apparently. Just throwing Excaliburs as Lock goes into that Morph. There you go, Ficta. You got your Morph action going on. There's the Quad Knights and a Flare Paw coming out of that, too. For an additional 4,000 damage. So good 14,000 damage chunk. And that was a very quick Goner charge up there. Again, we do not have any healing, so Realm is going to go down off this. Ooh, and Lock very low here. But Edgar has been pretty much the MVP this seed for Javinator with the Experience Egg early on. And that is the Kapow for Javinator. Javinator officially done time at 1:16:35. My clock's a little bit slow. So, yep, so GG's chat and Javinator. But we are not done yet because we still got to get Green Monkey through here. We still got to get Flurry into there. There's Fenrir. Final Kefka unlocked for Flurry with the Coldness Protection. So Flurry not quite out of it yet. Green Monkey still has to climb up through Kefka. Green Monkey electing to use Flare here to get through this fight instead of the insta-kill. We're going to switch over to Green Monkey's audio here because he is facing Final Kefka. Let's see. Oh, okay, so Javinator disconnected. I'm sorry, so let's cover that up. That's why I was confused. But yeah, once again, we still have Green Monkey and Flurry left here. Flurry just getting into Kefka's Tower now at 1:18:08. We got Javinator here in the chat channel. GG, buddy. How was that race for you? Welcome to the chat here.
Hello, good to be here.
Yeah, so pretty stellar race. I'm going to tell you, those were some amazing chaining of checks there. You had a huge lead until we ran into some of those dead checks there in the mid game.
Yeah, things really rolled together well. I had a bunch of plans, and those basically changed like every check. The plan kind of changed a little bit. Not even every check, like every shop in town I would check or every looting section changed. Like I definitely didn't go in expecting to kill a dragon right away, but you find half price super balls. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you definitely put those Super Bowls to good use, getting a lot of levels. And Edgar, I'm just going to call him the MVP of this race for you, getting double the levels, 24 level overall. The rest of the party was only 12th level, and having that full set of sword tech as Green Monkey advancing into K3 now.
Yeah, like of course I wanted everybody to be alive after I think that second dragon fight is where Edgar really jumped ahead because he was solo and had the experience egg. But it's one of those. It's better somebody lived through it than nobody lived through it. And then when you recruit people, right, your levels are averaged out. So even him being a massive level helps with everybody else I recruit from then on. And then I basically hope that he can do enough damage and keep everybody else alive enough to get levels further down the road.
So we also the good starting group. I mean, you had Cyan, you had Shadow, you had Edgar. All checks, very long checks available, multiple Esper character options. How do you decide where to go when you have that much of an option out there for you?
I was really looking at the abilities. So having Sword Tech and Cyan means I need a very early Dream, and having Blitz and Sword Tech means I've got the ability to do stuff that's basically I'm not gonna. I have an opportunity to kill like Tritalk or Magimaster if I run into them in one of those bad spots. So my plan was basically to do that as soon as I felt comfortable doing it, which is why I went for the dragons right away. Usually I would go for Floating Continent right away because of all of those early fixed encounters for levels, but you have to beat 4 bosses to get through there. So that's a riskier play than the dragons were, in my opinion. Like if I couldn't beat the dragons, I could have just ducked out, and it wouldn't have been a huge time loss. So basically that was the strategy: is get some levels, and then immediately wanted to do Dream because I had Sword Tech, and then I wanted to do Floating Continent as soon as possible because of the extra levels I'd get from that as well. Plus the what do you call it? It has guaranteed 2 progression. So the first check and the third check are guaranteed to have progression. So
Right.
yeah, that's I did that, and then I tend to like to do all of the free checks immediately. I tend to not like to let them sit. I know that raises levels and makes things harder, but if you can get through those checks with those higher levels, you are rewarded with more experience, which means you go faster. So it's riskier, but it's faster if you can pull it off.
So having physical damaging abilities between the jump, between sword tech, between blitz, which does have magic power in it, but it was on Cyan. I mean, let's just talk about that. Must have been welcoming to have Realm be the first person on the team having the murder child with the magic power to get you through the rest of the way here.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a sigh of relief. I was a little bit scared because not scared, but I didn't know where the throwables were. I don't know if you saw. I ran to Kalingen just because it was close, and I knew I could check both worlds really quickly, and the shops were close to the entrance. So I just jumped in there to hopefully find some throwables. Luckily, the World of Balance one I think had the bolt edges, but she wasn't really useful until I could load her up with anything. That's kind of the danger of the magic user. They're great once you get them set up, but they're not necessarily great right away.
Green Monkey now going into Kefka 4 here. Also get the evade out of lock, so still has all 4 party members available. So,
Nice.
so later on, I think you were so taking the dragons. We talked about the dragons. We talked about the character finds and everything. Um, I'm guessing it wasn't ever in your mind to do a shortcut because you had the characters, you had the espers. I mean, pretty much back to back, and also fastest. I think this was the fastest seed race of the competition so far. 1:16:35.
Yeah, definitely personal best for me in any standard type of flag set. So that was kind of a good time to pull that out, I guess. But yeah, it was honestly like when you start out. So uh, jump, sword, tech, blitz are like my favorite abilities. Yeah, Blitz would have been nice not on Cyan. I was actually 50-50 whether I was going to leave the uh, XP egg on him, get him to level 42, and push him to Bum Rush with earrings, because even though he had low magic power, at those levels, that's still a crazy good
That's a lot of
ability.
damage, yeah.
But because I found those 2 Ragnaroks right away, as soon as I found Locke, I knew I could use Ragnarok on him and immediately have him be endgame useful. Plus, I knew gauntlets were next door, which really worked out because I didn't find many good shields. So throw the gauntlets on him and the jumper, and it really worked out.
So one other thing I also want to mention is that healing was a little bit of a problem, as we see Green Monkey being very inventive, casting Fire 3 at their own realm with the Fire Shield on. I saw you and him both using Empower to try to heal your Edgars. So it had to be a little inventive to heal the Swede.
Yeah, yeah. I had Starlit in my back pocket for like basically a single heal. That was good. I tried intentionally not to use like consumables throughout. And then yeah, Realm had Drain, so I was kind of using Drain. And yeah, Empower. That's part of why I love Sword Tech, because of its utility, right? It's good single target damage. It's good multi-target damage. You can do magic, you can do physical, and you can heal yourself. Yeah, so it's very good ability.
By the way, I don't know if you're watching the restream right now, but Green Monkey's about to lose almost their entire party. Shadow is the only one standing as they put Phoenix down on their realm to try to keep them afloat after that Goner attack and then of course Kefka's going to follow up with a Shrine, so unable to cast spells here until we get the silence off. And a Havoc Wing onto... Wow, so Kefka is just not having it with Green Monkey today.
Yeah, I mean, he's got this. He's just
Oh,
gotta
double
hopefully keep
Havoc
the.
Wing! He's down!
Oh no, that's trolly. That's trolly.
Oh, goodness gracious. 3 Havoc Wings in a row at a Kefka. Green Monkey is now reset back to the bottom of the Kefka climb. Flurry is on switch number 1.
Well, as long as he, as long as that doesn't rattle him too bad, I think he's still got it. But yeah, that's rough.
That's a definite big wow wow rough. I don't really have anything else to talk. I mean, other than no. Oh, swap. Did you swap out? I can't remember if you swapped out Cyan for Celeste. I can't remember. I don't think you did. Oh, you swapped Edgar.
No,
Swapped Lock-in for
I
Cyan.
yeah, I swapped Lock for Cyan because I had the like. To be fair, if I found Celis, oh, I guess I couldn't, right? Yeah. So if I found Celis first, I would
Yep.
have swapped Celis in instead of Lock, because I was really just looking for the Ragnarok user. So I would have basically done the exact same play, but with Celis instead of Locke. And she would have been a little more useful with lore available. But
Yeah, Lord Grain Train. I mean, woof. That's my girl. Just saying, that's my girl. Okay. I know all you Terror fans out there. I'm a Celeste person, so just saying.
yeah, I feel like I haven't seen Terra in a long time. I don't even remember the last time she was in my party. I
Oh
keep saying, "Oh yeah,
no.
I might do the clock and get the Dragoon set one of these times," and it's never even a consideration because she's just never there.
Yeah, but you
So
did have a jump. You had the jump available at the beginning of the game from
yeah, but I
Shadow, so you could have gone.
found an early Dragonhorn, and jump is rough with someone like
True.
Shadow because of his equipables. Like you might get lucky that he can have something, but I think I was jumping with Aura, which is less than ideal. Luckily, I had a Strength +2 Esper and good levels,
Oh
so
wow.
you'll still end up doing a lot of damage that way. But
Well,
yeah,
Flurry did find a Lumina off of the Phoenix Cave check, and gave that to his Shadow instead. so, So Shadow's jumping with Lumina right now for Flurry. Green
yeah, it's a
Monkey's
tricky
starting to
call.
climb
I would.
again.
It's tricky to jump with Illumina. I don't know. I would probably just be swinging it, to be honest. Because when you jump, you don't get your magic crit. So that bonus damage you get from the jump is sort of countered by the fact that you can fight and get that bonus damage, and then you can hit more often with fight than you can with jump. So
Okay.
it's not really great to be jumping with Ragnarok and Illumina. Now that said, jumping is does give you a defensive advantage because they're not there to get hit, but still, generally speaking, you don't want to be jumping with Ragnarok or Illumina. You'd probably be better off fighting.
Yeah, and we don't have the combat protection. Just see no Golem, no Fenrir. Although Flurry did finally find Fenrir off the Tritouch check, so he does. So Flurry does have the columns protection available to them, but no Golem this seed though.
Yeah, these low requirement seeds I've found often you end up going into Kefka's Tower without all the protections you might like. Actually, one mistake I did make is I definitely had an Esper with mute on it, or Cyan learned it through natural magic or something. But Cyan had mute. No one else had mute for some reason. And anyway, I left him out of my final party, and then I had to eat some hits from magic on tier 2, but it wasn't too bad.
No, not that bad at all. I mean, you didn't do bad at all. I mean, 116.35. I mean, good grief.
Yeah, that was a lot of lucky stuff happened to line up that seed. It was nice.
Anything else for me, or you good? GG's. We're moving on to the final head-to-head, by the way.
Thank you very much. Yeah, pretty exciting. Crazy tournament. One of those things where any racer can take anybody out at any time. You just have a bad run, and everybody else is a good run, and you're done. So, yeah, nice to still be here, and yeah, appreciate you doing the last minute restream here.
Yeah,
quite literally last minute, I believe. So yeah, thanks a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely last minute. I found out my D&D was canceled this week, so I'm like, hey, I'm available for restream because I was going to stream anyways at 7 o'clock. So can I just do it for you guys? And you're like, yes. We're like, yeah. So thank you for playing along, for doing the restream too.
Anytime. All right, thanks a lot, and have a great night.
Yep, you too. So we're still seeing the climb here as Flurry is going to get on the switches at, let's see, 1:30:47. So now it's a race to the top here. Green Monkey, unfortunately, having to do a reset back to the bottom. So this race got really interesting right now. Okay, so we have Flurry one tier behind right now on Green Monkey. I'm flying solo. I'm doing the tracking, the restreaming, and the commentary. So once in a while, I gotta go for a drink here once in a while to come back up for air. So, so if you keep me quiet on the mic, that is why. So right now we got side-by-side Kefka Tower action, Green Monkey and Flurry. The winner of this duel, this last second duel here, is going to move on to week 5 here. This is the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide Battle Royale 2022. The Survivor, kind of a Survivor series. You don't want to finish first, but you don't want to finish last if you want to move on. So in this series, we have various pods. There are 7 pods available. This is the Doom pod, which, thanks to Flurry, that was the very first boss we saw. So their mascot kind of made an appearance here, as Flurry does move on to Tier 2 Kefka. So Flurry is chasing down Green Monkey here. As Green Monkey is doing some prepping for some final Kefka here, putting the shields in the pockets here. Well, trying to use that for heals, because you can't be inventive for heals because we have no heals in this seed. Edgar can take it herself with the skill, I believe it's Tech Skill 5, which is the Empower. It's the Dragon Heads going out and doing the self-heal off that. Moving around the Fire Shield here to try to get some healing with the fire, because the Fire Shields absorb that damage. So moving the Fire Shield around to try to get those big heals off Fire 3 and such, so you can stay alive for this. We do have Life 2, but no Life 3, no Golem. Flurry does have Fenrir, so Flurry does have the Column's protection available to them. But we haven't seen Columnus take anybody yet. Because Green Monkey did get through the Columnus, was Lock Evade. Javanator also had Lock Evade that one. So, yeah. Yeah, Flurry is charging with a vengeance. It took them forever to find their 9th Esper after finding extra characters all over the place, including a Strago, including a Go-Go, but finally finding the last Esper, and they are making the charge. Green Monkey moving on to Tier 3 Kefka, 135.05 now. That's a Merton coming out, so that'll heal Shadow, but do damage to the rest of the party. 0 damage on the Realm, so Realm is immune to looks like some elemental effects right now. Pearl coming out from the girl above the sleep there. That's her one job, is just to heal the 2 of them and absorb all other stuff. Looks like Flurry is electing to swing that sword, not jumping anymore. Like Javanator mentioned, you want to swing the Illumina sword, not jump with it. Because you're going to be able to do more damage that way as the 10 hits comes out on Flurry's screen. A little bit of damage on Realm, but Realm survives. I'm going to pay attention to here the Green Monkey screen as another Wild Wind comes out. Won't kill the party, but does do an extreme amount of damage, bringing him down to a low state. Still trying to shift the shields around and stuff. He has Thunder Shield and Fire Shield available. Realm does have decent spells. Bolt 2, not Fire, not Bolt 3. So we'll heal for a little bit here. This tedious tax of going back and forth, back and forth. These shields says that's a 7,000 damage on lock. Ouch. You don't see Sleep punching people in the face very often. Usually it's by spells. So no, apparently no Life 2 for Green Monkey, unfortunately. I thought it was available, but guess not. Flurry is actually finishing up their K2 right now. Looks like they're just sitting on Magic, who's currently muted. Edgar's going to probably finish that off with a Quadra Slice. Yep, that'll probably do it for around 9,000 damage on that. Nope, no Dispel yet. Here comes the Meteos coming out from Sleep. Doesn't take out the party, though, so we're going to hopefully try to grind him down. Let's double block. Realm does get hit, though. Realm's going to go down. Double Meteo gets double blocked again. Shadow's going to come in for the jumps. That's a lot of damage. Calmness is going to come out. Lock's going to evade that. So Realm is down as Flurry also goes on to K3. 138.15 for both of them. Opening Merton also for Flurry here. Realm goes down. Edgar goes down off that. So Flurry is already in a rough spot here. As we have Strago coming in for the party here as a substitution. Probably not the one you wanted to see there. Probably prefer to Celeste there or something. No sense of healing yet because you are going to get full into one here in a second. Didn't see Magimaster, so we do not have Mega Elixir available, I believe. So that's going to be a reset Empower. So we're going to do Empower on the Kefka for a full health here for 2,200 damage. Looks like Shadow's going to be the bulk of the damage here. That's a shotgun. Actually, wow, that's a shock on Strago. So he actually is going to do a pretty good amount of damage here. Not bad. Yep, so Celeste was actually, hey, that's my girl, I'm telling you. Grand Train and Whirlwind on Celeste. So that's actually pretty amazing to have for heals and for damage. Goner power up here on Green Monkey's screen. This is when you gotta dump all the damage into Kefka. Right now, we're just gonna have possibly Edgar's gonna be the only one surviving this, as Locke and Strago are still at 1 health each. That was a limit break out of Locke for 6,000 damage. But Goner's going to come out. Shadow's going to survive. Edgar's going to be borderline here. Edgar, okay, he's still up. Going to try to pick up the rest of the party here. Locke does lose the morph now, I believe, so he cannot morph anymore, so he's not going to have that big damage. Here comes Trine, unable to cast spells now from Mute and Blindness now. Because I don't think anybody has any ribbons on. We're going to get Shadow Airborne here. I believe he has an Atma's. He's jumping with an Atma weapon, so that's why he's using the X potion on Shadow for the damage there. Locke able to get the hit, and even though blind for 4,000 damage, he's going to have the flare follow-up here. Is that a kapow? That's a kapow! Green Monkey, second time around, able to get the Kefka. GG's. Flurry not quite able to get in there for the comeback. So close. Official time is going to be 1:41:15 out of Green Monkey.
I should have bought X potions.
He's not in chat. That's his stream he's talking about X potions there. I'm pretty sure Flurry is going to probably finish this off here. I'll see if we can get Green Monkey and maybe even both of them in chat here in a second. As unfortunately, the last person to finish is unfortunately out. Stream is going to lag here just a little bit so I can make sure we get the official times up for you all. There we go. Yeah, but Flurry is definitely going to finish this out because he's so close to Kefka after that try for the comeback. GG's them to finish out this seed, to do the full completion here. Hey, Green Monkey, how you doing, bud? GG to you. Way to be tenacious, bud.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, first and foremost, your elemental shield dance to survive. Let's talk about that first.
Yeah, so like just before Kefka, I just kind of like took a look at my inventory and I was like, oh god, I have 2 X potions and no heals. And I usually you pick up like 6 elixirs in a seed, but somehow I didn't have any elixirs. And so I was terrified. But yeah, then somewhere around phase 2, I was like, oh, I have elemental shields. right after I got hit by like a S cross or something.
Yeah, and
Oh, I gain life. Right. There's other ways to gain life in this game. So then I was like,
yeah, Celeste actually did have with Celeste actually had lore and actually had Whirlwind available. So I guess that was the really only healing you had, other than maybe Mantra off of Cyan, but not really.
That's
Okay,
why,
come on.
yeah, I brought Cyan in the second time around. I was like, maybe I'll mantra with him, and then he just got like annihilated in one hit, and I was like, okay, that's not gonna. So, but yeah, because mantra you need to have health or like a good armor set, I guess, on the guy, so that he can spread his love, I guess, spread his healing.
So let's talk about the seed in general. Some tough bosses, actually. Now, I rolled the seed. I'm going to attest to that right now. I did roll this seed. Good starter. We had Jump, we had Blitz, we had Sword Tech. We also had Cyan in the party, so we could max out the Sword Techs early if we wanted to. But really, really tough bosses for you guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, a few gods early on. I loaded up on Super Balls, which was super helpful. Um, and I don't know. Yeah, it was. I felt everything was easy until the final. Not easy, but like very doable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like we had the tools to deal with everything, and it was kind of a Zoom seed. But I think I just needed some healing.
Yeah, healing was definitely a premium in this seed. So,
If I just stopped at a shop and got X potions, I think the whole fight was, in the bag kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, other than no calmness, I guess. But
yeah, calmness protection was a problem. However, Flurry, who, bless their soul, could not find an Esper to save their life. No Easter egg hunt for them. Finally found their ninth Esper at Tritalk, which was actually Fenrir.
yeah.
So,
Okay. Yep.
a little bit of a
That's
blessing there in
pretty
disguise.
good. That made it a little exciting, yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know. Floating Continent was like Esper Town. I'm guessing Flurry skipped that if they were having trouble with Espers, but maybe not. Maybe it was some other weird random thing. Because
Well,
I was like 9 Espers, 4 characters at some point, I think.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, the writer was well before to start the game because he went straight to leader and saw Doom immediately.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
first thing he did, so maybe that was the sign for them. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I hit all those bosses like after I was level like 30, you know what I mean? So it was like they were all pretty easy. Goddess, I think I just threw a bunch of super balls at until she went away, and then Doom, and then I think Inferno was a challenging one as well. But yeah, crazy.
Yeah, very crazy there indeed.
Very exciting.
Um,
It was intense.
but you did make it to Kefka's Tower in under 1 hour at 57:55 for Kefka's Tower. Gonna switch is about the same time as Jev. It was about an 11-minute tower. Any difficulties throughout the seed prior to that though, or?
No, I think I had really good offense. I was feeling really good right up until I made that realization. Like, just I considered warping out right then and just going to get him. And I think at the first sign of like a tough boss, I would have worked out, bought explosions, and came back. But I don't know. I tried it. It failed the first time. I got a million Havoc wings. I was trying to get lock at Phoenix. So I was trying to get lock up to get Phoenix off to res the whole party. But Kefka had other plans. So
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, that triple Havoc wing I think really cost you there at the end. I mean, you're like, I'm hanging in there, and just pow pow pow, just complete troll by Kefka to do that to you.
yeah. And I was like a little sloppy just because of the figuring out the healing stuff. I got the rhythm for it a little bit better the second time around, but it was tricky to manipulate those stupid shields and remember who had which shield on, and
Yeah.
it would have been nice if I had 4 shields, but which they were available. I think Ice and Thunder were around, so.
Well, no, but still creative, still a way to hang in there. Any other? I don't have anything else. But
No,
GG's, other than moving on to the next round. Now you're going head to head against Javinator. What do you think?
Very scary.
Well, no. I mean, you're only 2 minutes behind him going into Kefka's tower.
yeah. I gotta figure out. See if I can get a little lucky, maybe. But Javinator is a very good racer, obviously, very experienced. So I'm excited. This is like I feel like I'm where I wanted to be a little bit, so that's good. And then now if I can just yeah, get a little lucky, who knows?
Hey, you do a lot of practice. You're actually a very good racer, so I have faith in you, my friend. I do have faith in you.
Thanks.
All right. Well, GG's to you, and good luck next week.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Well, that will wrap it up for us here on this quick last-minute restream here of the Doom Pod. All our races are now in, so our final results here, I can tell you right now, for this Battle Royale series on each pod. It's going to lag here a little bit, sorry. So, for the final, we have Fantasidon and Schwans out of the Ultros group. Spicy Chicken is going to be Dr. DT versus WR Jones. Drulith is going to verse Hashlam and the Goddess pod. Our race that we just saw right here on the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide channel is going to be Javinator versus the Green Monkey. In Inferno Pod, we saw Zelfer is going to play against Seto Kiaba. Guardian is going to see Doesn't versus Ficta. In the Toilet Atma Pod, we have Kilbasiago versus Jolly Green Ray. Now, in this next series, the flags are going to go up. They are going to get a little bit harder here. So be aware of that. So that'll wrap it up for us on this stream. We'll try to get you more action next week as we'll be going head-to-head action. Again, the flags are going to go up. They're going to be a little harder. I have run one of these week 5 seeds. Early games are going to be a little on the easier side. So dead checks and stuff, easy early free checks are not going to be so taxing. But the level progression later game is going to be a little bit steeper. It's going to be a little bit harder towards the late game action. That's at least how I've heard. That's what I've played. So that's what we're looking forward to. I am Saberwolf. This has been the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide Battle Royale 2022, the limited series on the FF6 Worlds Collide channel. We'll see you again next week. Thank you and have a good day.